Alright. What's up, guys? This is going to be my attempt at this is going to be my attempt at trying to do a review of different anime that I saw. And for this one, I'm going to be doing the newest episode of Dragon Ball Super, which is episode 66, and I just thought it would be wait, we don't have, oh, okay, so I lost all that stuff I just had, and I thought it would be fitting for me to play Xenoverse 2, which is the newest game for Dragon Ball. And yeah, okay, so episode 66 starts out with where the last episode left off, which is basically Goku and Vegeta getting their ass kicked by Zamas, or Fuse Zamas, and basically they don't really know what to do. So Vegeta gets knocked out, he's slumped, and then Goku is like, what the heck is the graphics with this? But Vegeta's just basically watching Goku, because you know that's his favorite pastime, is watching Goku fight instead of actually helping. So Vegeta gets knocked down, Goku's fighting, and they get caught in a basically like the freaking energy clash, and Goku's holding on for a long time, and then he gets blasted away, and at that point they're like, alright, what's next? And then the thing about this episode is that everything felt really rushed, because they tried to get all of this stuff to happen immediately and get it out the way. So it kind of seemed like what happened in the episode wasn't really supposed to happen, but they brought it in for the fandom, because it was kind of like they threw it, because the episode, how it was put together, just felt like they threw it in, and then they just like it was done, and they're like, okay, we did it, we don't have to do it anymore. So when Goku gets knocked down, because he eventually loses the energy class with Fuzamas and gets thrown back down, and he's with Vegeta and Elder Kai and Trunks and everything, and then all of a sudden, even though this could have been in this could have been something that they could have done since the beginning, Goku says, all right, we need to fuse. Like, just like that, not like any real in-depth thought about it. He's like, you know what, we can fuse too, we need to fuse. And everybody else is like pretty much on board with it. And Trunk, or like not Trunks, but Vegeta is like, I don't want to do it. And Vegeta's always been against really like working with Goku, so it's not really that much of a surprise. But later on, like, everybody's just like looking at him, and Goku's trying to convince him, and eventually he just gives in, and then they just put on the earrings and fuse. There's no real hype up or anything like that. They just kind of put on the earrings and went at it. There was no big transformation scene or anything either. They put on the earrings as a flashlight, and they turned into Vegito. Then Vegito kind of appeared, and he introduced himself a little bit, and then he goes Super Saiyan God. There was no hype up to the transformation to Super Saiyan God or anything. I mean, there really shouldn't be, considering it's like it's basically Super Saiyan right now. Like, Super Saiyan God is the go-to form.
Don't even try to compare yourself to an adorable girl like me. You called yourself adorable?
That was it. And then they, like, as soon as he transforms into Super Saiyan God, Zamos, with his personality of being a god and being untouchable and everything, what I thought was funny, while like he was in the little rant of talking about being a god, Vegito just kind of runs up and punches him in the face. He bounces off the ground, he kicks him in the face as he bounces off the ground. I thought that was funny.
Okay then, you've got to be bored.
So then I really wish, I mean, I can't really, not right now, because I don't have the PC to be able to like edit stuff in. I wish I could like show pictures, but I'm pretty sure I would just get copyright claimed to death. But I really wish I could throw in pictures to show what I'm talking about. So I have to try to explain to the best of my ability, which I'm not that good at.
Allow me to walk you out.
But it doesn't sound like I'm being very detailed, but the episode itself was very, 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 like, I did not like, I like the aspects of the episode, but I didn't like how they did the episode at all. Like everything could have been so hyped. They could have hyped this up so much because it's freaking Vegito. Like, it's what everybody was waiting for and everything. And then everybody else was also wondering what's gonna happen, because if they went Vegito, you, like, if you use the earrings, you can't turn back. If you fuse with the earrings, you can't. You're that person. And then I believe it was the Elder Kai. The Elder Kai was like, well, it's only the Kais that are fused for eternity. Anyone else who uses the earrings is only fused for an hour. So I don't know if basically when they turned into Vegito last time, they were given false information. The information could have been complete could have been incomplete, because it is kind of true that if you fuse with the earrings, you've been stuck there permanently, but it's just not for not humans, because they're not humans. It's just not true for anyone that's not a Kai. So apparently it's not permanent. So they fuse, like, basically after they heard that Goku and everything was like, all right, we gotta, like, and it wasn't even before that, never mind, it wasn't even before that. Goku was like, okay, we need to fuse, we can become stronger, before he even had that explanation. So Goku's like, all right, I give up at that point, basically. And then, okay, so now they're fused, where I'm at in the explanation. They're fused, and they're fighting. Vegito is basically kicking Zama's ass, which is to be expected. Like, he's kicking his ass really, like, really badly, but like he gets in like 1 or 2 shots in there, which I'm surprised, because considering Zamas's fusion is Zamas, who isn't that strong, and then Black, who is strong, you would think that he wouldn't get that much of a power boost. So when Goku is fused with someone really strong like Vegeta, then it would seem like their power would just be way higher. I like how she looks. You think their power would just be off the charts compared to them, but I guess considering he is a god and he's immortal, they can't just make him roll over, which they basically did. Like, he got a few shots in here and there, but he just got obliterated for basically the entire fight. So he's getting his butt kicked, and then all of a sudden, again, this episode is really rushed, so I can't really explain much because not much happened. Like, a lot of stuff happened, but then not much happened because there wasn't a lot of detail. So they're fighting and everything, and then all of a sudden they defuse. Like, all of a sudden, and he's like, I forget who said it. Kabuto-kai, I think, said that, like, he said, oh, well, they defused early, and then Elder Kai was like, oh, well, they used the energy of the fusion up too early. So they literally fought for like, it was like a 10-second, like, you got to see Vegito for 10 seconds, and he's destroying him, and then he's gone. That's Vegito. I'm pretty sure he's probably not coming back either, considering how against Vegito was, or Vegeta, how against the fusion Vegeta was. Vegeta really did not want to fuse. And I know it was like that last time, but it just seemed like they just won't. I don't think they're ever going to introduce a villain that every time they fight him, they have to go Vegito. It would be nice to see Vegito again, and then maybe see, but like, I kind of want to see like Goku and Vegeta get stronger than Vegito was in that current state. Like, I want to see both of them, or at least Goku, get stronger than Vegeta was in that current state. So get stronger than both of them fused into Super Saiyan God. I want to see maybe a new form, or something else. But I want to see, like, I don't necessarily want to see them fall back on Vegito just because they know it is just because they know it's permanent, or it isn't permanent, and they can do it whenever they want to, and then they'll just turn back to normal after the time limit's up. So, well, I gotta have Gohan. I gotta have the goat. That was the goat.
I can fight too.
I just picked 2 Gohans. I don't care if I pick 2 Gohans. I want Goten, but whatever. Goten's not there yet.
All right.
Yeah, I got 2 Gohans. That's what's up. Team Gohan, the best Gohan.
Listen up and listen good. Let's start with the basics.
So,
that trusty scouter of yours, if you would.
They defuse, and they're like, oh crap. And then Zamasu, as soon as they defuse, Zamasu takes advantage of it, and he smacks them both into each other and then into the ground. So, that was funny. And I'm thinking, like, at this point, well, all hope is lost. And then apparently all hope wasn't lost, because all the humans and stuff got evacuated into this little bunker type thing, and the girl, I believe her name was Maki, and then the boy whose name I completely forget, they had Trunks' sword, which is broken at this point in the story. So they go out. She wants to give the sword to him, so they go out, and
First things first.
Goku and Vegeta are like still getting beat up at this point. Trunks gets his sword back. I'm kind of like cutting a lot because not a lot happens really, except talking. And Trunks gets his sword back, and then he gets the freaking what's that sword from Legend of Zelda called? I'm like the biggest Legend of Zelda fan, but I can't think of the goddamn, the Master Sword. He gets the Master Sword, basically. Like, he picks up the sword, it's broken, it goes back together and turns like starts glowing. So he gets the Master Sword, and then he goes to fight Zamasu, and he goes and he's like, he gets there and he's fighting Zamasu, and he gets 2 hits off on him, and you're like, oh, he did some damage, but then Zamasu is like, oh no, I'm immortal, I can't die. And oh wait, I forgot, like, I'm kind of doing a bad job of explaining this, but while they were fighting, something that was cool about Vegito fighting is that he did do the final Kamehameha. It was cool looking, like Kamehameha with like freaking Final Flash swirling around it or something like that, or Big Bang or whatever the heck. But it didn't do any damage. Like, they hit him and like you're like, oh crap, well, it did a lot of damage. And then like the thing is, like, you think they would hype that up, or there would be some big energy clash or something with that just to show it off more. But he knocked Zamasu into a wall, and then he did the final Kamehameha, and then Zamasu jumped, like he got hit by it. Why can't I hit this dude? He hit him with it, but then he just like he's like, oh, I'm immortal, and that was basically it. That was the nothing else. Like, I really dislike how fast they went over this, and they kind of just glazed over a lot of stuff that could have went. This episode could have easily been stretched out into probably like 3 episodes, and that would have been amazing because they would have been able to go into all the detail they needed to. But whatever. But
that's all of them? Wait. No, I'm sensing something.
Yeah, I'm getting close to the episode. But then Trunks starts fighting Zamasu. He gets the 2 hits off, like I said. And you think he's like, oh, he actually got some hits off on him. And then Zamasu says he's immortal. He heals the hits back. And then Zamasu starts attacking him. And then he's like on the ground, about to get sliced up by Zamasu. And then randomly, this is the most random thing I've ever seen happen. Out of nowhere, the two kids that gave Trunks his sword back, they're like, oh, Trunks can do it, Trunks won't lose. And then all of a sudden, like, it starts to be, his sword turns into like a spirit bomb, and everybody starts giving him energy. And then he gets like Excalibur, like his sword turns bigger and blue. And then he gets Excalibur. His sword's ginormous at this point and blue. Goku and Vegeta also give him their energy. And he slashes Zamasu and cuts him in half. Because in this episode, Zamasu transformed into, like, I guess his ultimate form or weakened form. I can't really tell like what really happened, but he like have his body turn purple and big. You've been challenged by a time patrol and training. No, screw you. Anyway, I'm not even supposed to be focused on the game. I'm supposed to be doing a commentary, but I should probably do these posts. I don't know. This is just a test anyway. I'm supposed to. This will be like a test episode, and then like later on I'll decide if I want to do a post commentary or a live commentary. It's easier for me to do live commentaries because if I do post, then I have to fight them. Okay. If I do post commentary, then I have to like render everything together, and that takes a long time. So I might have to just until I get like a better CPU so I can render without it taking that long. But he basically slices him in half, like up the middle, cutting his purple and his green, and that was it. Like, it literally cuts the episode. As soon as he gets finished cutting it in half, the ending comes on, and that was it. Oh, that was a little teleport. That was a really bad combo too. Yeah, like, and my thoughts overall on the episode is just like, what the heck were these guys thinking, making this episode as rushed as it was? This is what everything was leading up to, was the Vegito fusion and the fight between the two fusions, and it was legit like 10 seconds of fighting, then they just stopped. I don't know. I was just really disappointed. The episode was cool. Don't get me wrong. The episode was cool. It's just that it was so like sloppily made. Like, especially with the upgraded visuals and everything that this game, or not the game, this show has, you would just see like everything that could have gone right with this didn't, except for seeing the final Kamehameha, because you know they didn't have to do that, and they did show it off. So
man, I see somebody's falling out of shape.
Oh, is that a challenge, Wolf Boy? Well, has been a while.
yeah, like if I had to give it a rating out of like 10, I don't even know what I would give it, to be honest.
Why don't you jump in there with them too?
Because
Your hidden power must be pretty incredible.
I really don't know.
Sample of it.
It's just that I don't know. I was so disappointed with the episode because I was really expecting them to just go all out with the fight, and instead they kind of focused on Trunks at the very end. It was just all about Trunks and his little Demi Super Saiyan God form that he has with the blue energy around him, and then the actual yellow energy of the Saiyans, regular Saiyans. Like, he went into that form, and he basically pushed this man back. like Vegito did. I mean, Vegito kind of just like destroyed this guy. Like when I say Vegito was playing around with this man and beating the heck out of him, he took a couple shots, but for the most part, Vegito just seemed like he was having his way with this man as much as he wanted to. He really couldn't do anything against him. And he even got Zamasu to be scared because Zamasu thought he was about to kill Vegito, and then Vegito like hit him. He's like, basically, my dick is bigger than yours, because he was about to stab him with a sword, and then Vegito had a longer sword and stabbed him instead, like an energy blade hand thingy. And he got Zamasu scared, and Zamasu is like, oh crap, I'm about to die. And then he's like, well, aren't you supposed to be a god and immortal? How are you scared of dying? And then he tried to regain his composure. He's like, oh yeah, I am a god. So I don't know what the heck that was up either. I don't know. But yeah, like my overall rating for the episode is like a 6.5, I guess, because the episode, like, it didn't live up to the potential that it had for me, but there was a lot of stuff there that was just really good. Like the episode itself is really, really juicy. It's just that it's like how can I explain it? It's like you get a pizza box and it's like your favorite pizza, and you're about to eat the pizza and you open it and there's just like a half a slice there. So you don't, like, you get to enjoy it, I guess. I just hit that desk so hard. But you get to enjoy the pizza, but it's like you want more. Like you wanted so more, and the potential that I'm just gonna say, like, there's like when you see the box, you thought there would be so more, or like so much of the pizza, and you open the box and then there's like half of a slice of pizza. So you get something, it's just not nearly as much as you wanted, is basically what this episode did. It had so much potential, but it just didn't really live up to it at all. And I really hope them going on into the future episodes where they're hyping it up to basically get to this point, because that's what this season, or not this season, that's what this arc has really been going towards, is Vegito ever since Zamasu, or ever since Black, really, because Black was just kicking the crap out of both of them. And then the fusion of them started kicking the crap out of them both. So you're like, okay, the only logical thing for them to do is to fuse. And if they fuse, they're going to win. And that happens, and they were winning, but then they lost. Okay, so they were winning until they lost, basically. So it was like kind of a WTF kind of episode, to be honest. But it had a lot of potential, and I really wanted to enjoy it. And I did enjoy what I saw. But I just really wish there was a lot more. But yeah, that's basically the wrap up of the episode as best as I could explain it. And I'm probably going to do more of these with different anime. But I just wanted to start out with the Dragon Ball episode that just came out because of what the episode was. But yeah, I will see you guys later.